either of you in a trade right now?
Nope, I'm not.
No, I just got out of
In,
my. I was in a trade earlier, but I've gotten out of it now. Look at that. We have all three of us on camera on the YouTube.
On the
So,
YouTube.
On the YouTube. How exciting.
YouTube
And
bot.
Lawrence says an agreement has been made. The payroll protection program will grow by
let me turn
$321
off-
billion, $60 billion of that.
We might as well turn off Benzinga, guys. We just will have too many things happening here. Too many voices. And I'm firing him. He's officially fired. Benzinga guy. You'll have to let me know if he says something interesting.
if anything, sir.
If anything, yes. Hans wants me to ask the 8-Ball about Netflix. What about it, Hans? What do you want to see it do? Before the close in 31 minutes, will Netflix go above $443? How about that? Will the price go over $443? Magic 8-Ball? The outlook is good. Says outlook is good.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Magic 8-Ball, let me ask you if you've changed your
We'll
mind.
see.
I'm going to ask it again. Magic 8-Ball, will the SPY go below, make a new low and go below $272.02 before the close in 30 and a half minutes? Magic 8-Ball says, well, now it says very doubtful. What's going on, Magic 8-Ball? Can't change your mind on that.
It's making it's decided to flip on you.
Oh my God! What's the world coming to when you can't even trust your Magic 8-Ball for stock tips?
No, we didn't color coordinate, but that is kind of a interesting question.
I should. Do you want me? I can get a red shirt if you want. In fact, I think I'm gonna have a red shirt with maybe just 2 buttons undone, since you only have one mic, and
Yep.
and Brian's going with like the full half
I'm going topless.
opener. Well, you're getting close. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Just looking at Nugget and GDXJ and GDX, and they've all gone. They've all made a nice move here.
Whoa.
Daily.
That's a big clock.
Uh,
I hate when that happens.
Clock. There's a clock. Oops. What the hell's that?
Oh, it's just the clock on the screen I was sharing. It went a little crazy. Oh, stop it. Oh no. No, it's taken over my screen and I've lost the header bar. Here it is.
I hate that.
It's just Windows trying to be smarter than it actually is.
So gold
Sorry
is
about
gold and the miners are have been warming up all afternoon here. Last couple hours. It's kind of interesting. GLD just keeps going higher, and now
Soon.
going to stay away from the from Nugget because it's going to there's some consolidation going on, and they're shifting from a 3-time beta to a 2-time beta. So what's oops.
Mike, is it just me or does do you're hearing cutouts on Brian's mic?
I keep hearing cutouts.
Okay, just checking.
Really, 'cause I don't have that problem in the morning, but we had that problem last time when when we were on when I was on.
Yeah, which is interesting. You're right, because in the morning it doesn't happen at all.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're clear without.
Yeah, yeah. Without any, there's nobody saying anything about cutting out, but I don't know if that's still happening.
You always sound fine, even when you're on with either Norm or Andrew. I don't recall hearing anything.
Madonna says reconnect the audio. It's fine now. Okay, well.
Well, could just be that your mic is fine. It's almost like you've got. I feel like you've got like a mic that only sort of engages after you start talking, because it seems like once you start talking consistently, it's fine. But when you just start, it takes a while to throw in. I don't know.
Warm up.
It needs a warm up. Yeah.
Yeah, it needs a warm up.
So you were looking at gold in the markets. What do you think? Where do you think we're going here, Brian?
I think it looks like Nugget's going higher, actually. Nugget, JDX, looks like the gold miners are kind of warming up here. It's gone green. There's not a lot of green on the screen right now in terms of all my stocks that I watch on the big watch list. The only things that are green is beyond the meat. Tesla's down $50, eh? Took a big hit. Netflix is up. And gold is up, or Nugget, I should say. That's the only, of about 40 or 50 stocks, that's the only four that are green. UUP is the dollar index. That's marginally green. So there you go. Zoom's down, Roku's down. Lulu is really off.
Nugget just moved. I thought it was farther up than this, but it just moved green over the last little while. You can see yesterday's close here. It just closed or moved above it a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, it's been on a bit of a roll, like I said, since about 1 o'clock. It sold off till about 1 o'clock, and then it turned around. Let's see what it looks like on a 2-minute chart here. Gold. Yeah, gold kind of put in a bottom around 1, and then it kind of bounced along here till about 2, and then started to move higher. And now the SPY is starting to warm up. What have we got? What did Watt end up doing? Watt was kind of a dud, eh? Kind of burned out.
Look at the volume on Watt today. Watt, if you pull up the volume, it's just insane. It's like 118 million shares now. And if I remember the float, I don't remember, what is the float on Watt? It wasn't huge. Let me look it up here. The float is 34 million shares. So essentially the float has turned over like 4 times, almost. Which you know is not the case, because not every share is available for trading. So the available shares assume it's half that. You know, it's just, anyways, it just drives me crazy when these things happen. But you're right, from an actual perspective, a trading perspective, it had a big pop up in the right at the open, and then really choppy. Like, I don't know how you would have traded that. Look too tough for me, anyways. Beyond my capability. Back to the Nugget here.
Peter, on the YouTube feed, are you getting a spinning wheel every about 10 seconds?
I am seeing that, yes. People are saying that it's freezing. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of drop frames on my transmission. Well, seems we got some technical issues.
Trying to figure
Yeah,
out when these Drexian shares actually when they do their consolidation. Okay, here we go. Maybe April 8th. After the close of markets on the 22nd. So that'll be tomorrow. MNRA is coming, or mRNA is coming back up here. We're back at just about to go green here.
Yeah, mRNA is pushing up. I see that.
Yep.
Apple's made a nice little move back there. Two. So we got 20 minutes left. I suspect we may just end up chopping along a little bit here.
Yeah, it feels like it. Feels like it.
And SPY's right at the pre-market low, it looks like. And it's what, tested this once, twice before and kind of came right back down.
New Jersey. Yeah, some cases popping up. But I heard something. I think it's is it Alabama is gonna, or is it Georgia or something is going to start opening up here? They're already starting to make some plans.
I believe it's Georgia that is. Georgia, and then I think Florida has some as well.
Florida's already
Okay.
opened some of the beaches, haven't they? And I thought South Carolina was
Yeah.
going to follow with opening some of their beaches.
We need more beaches open. And I guess they're not worried about opening beaches in Ottawa, eh, Peter?
Not right now. Freaking hectic, man! It was snowing, as I'd sent to some people earlier today. It was snowing here, and then that stopped, and it melted, and then it rained, and then we got sleet. I'm like, this is just insulting.
Oh,
That's terrible. Thank goodness I work from home. Well, everybody works from home, I guess, but
everybody does right now.
everybody works from home. Yeah.
I'm just looking out the window at a nice sunny day, so I figure I'll go on a run after the close show.
Well, lucky you.
Yeah, California did increase in deaths today, but slightly.
I'm not sure that the death rate is the marker people should be using, because that's those that aren't recovering who are already infected, right? I mean, it's the.
Yeah.
It seems to me
I
it
think
should
the
be the
marker.
Good.
I think it should be the capacity of the local hospitals. That's really the critical issue, right? You run out of bed space, you don't have the ability to treat. That's when you have issues.
I'm not sure that you should reopen the economy such as to keep the beds filled, but I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But that's the marker that you have to pay attention to when you reopen the economy, right?
Yeah.
Because you reopen, you know that there's going to be cases that are going to come back. It's inevitable. When do you all of a sudden say, okay, we opened too quick, we need to draw something back? Yeah. It does look like the market wants to chop into the close.
Yeah. It's just hanging around the VWAP right now. It is just flat on the day right now. VXRT was a really nice little pop. Love to get more of those. That was one of the few swing trades I had on here. Or the only swing trade, I guess.
Okay, well, let's see what's going on. I got things bouncing around. I was watching mRNA and look at it up and back to VWAP and.
Yeah, it's kind of trading between previous day close and the VWAP. It's kind of.
I've always called that the no man's land, the DMZ. Call it what you want, but I don't like stocks that trade. Well, when they get close together, the previous day close and the VWAP can act as a zone where things will bounce, and trades are in that range for a long period of time. And I find that patterns are not reliable to know which way it's going to break out. That's just my experience in watching it. Like it could go either way. So I don't like it when they're really close together like this. It's 50 cents, but close together is relative. It depends on the stock, but this is fairly close. So scan through, see what else we got. Look at the choppy moves on Apple. Up over VWAP, back down. Up over VWAP, back down. It's like a mountain range.
Yeah.
That's not easy to trade.
Roku selling off.
Roku? Yes, it is. Potential trade in, well, I missed it. I missed the entry on AMD, but it's looking weak here.
Yeah. Let me take a look at KO here. Yeah, KO is looks like we're going to put kind of an indecision candle here today. 44 was pretty close to low of the day. A lot of the indicators are kind of rolling over here. RSI's starting to drop. Stochastics are going lower. MACD looks like is about to cross here. I mean, if I'd see what it did tomorrow. I mean, if you wanted to take a long trade on it, I would see if it goes back and tests the low of the day here, which is low of day is 44.26.
See, I'd look. That's where the wicks hit. Normally, when I look at low a day for things like that, I would probably say 44.60 because that's where the bodies of the candles went. But I mean, that's personal preference, right? It's tough to tell how many shares traded way down in the wicks. It could have just been a couple spiked it down.
Volume by price. There was a lot of volume down around. Yeah, there. Actually, now I'm looking at it on a 5-minute chart. That low was kind of the initial drop at the open.
Right. And look where the volume is. That volume bar, Brian. It's right at that 44.60 I was talking about.
Yeah, big volume, but I'm looking at volume by price on the side.
Yep.
And there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here at around this level between 45.40 and 45.20. Call it.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Well, it makes sense because it's been trading there for the last 3.5 hours, right? Almost.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it kind of looks interesting. If you were going to take it for a swing, you could use sort of, 44.60 or, I would wait, just see what tomorrow brings. You could use 45 as a stop. Or you could take a small position here and the market's selling off.
Selling off into the close.
Oh my goodness. What was the question we asked the Magic 8 Ball about, was it Netflix? I forgot now.
Below 270. Oh,
No,
Netflix.
Netflix. Somebody asked me to ask about Netflix. Didn't we say if it would go over, what was the number?
Was it 440?
442? I can't remember now. Anybody remember? Who asked about Netflix? That I consulted with our Oracle. 443. Oh my God. Okay, so it achieved it.
Yeah.
Or did I say 444? RA says 443. Hans asked.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because it actually went up there. That's what I was surprised. And now I'm watching the SPY. It spiked down. I thought it's trying to make all of its predictions correct. The power of the 8 Ball. It hasn't. You're right.
We're at that mystical 273.25 level again. Down and up. See if it can lose it.
Yeah, Hans, I don't remember. I need to write down the predictions. Darn it. Yeah. Yeah. Just give me a sec. I'm going to be right back.
And
Okay. For my friends on YouTube, see if, as of now, if our transmission gets any better. I've, you know, when you're on a shared connection with everybody working from home, sometimes people are doing things you don't want them to do. Yeah,
Do you have to talk with someone?
I did.
Good.
I kicked them off. Get on it. Oh my goodness.
do you want to
The
try?
markets are tanking here.
Hmm.
It might make that 272. You never know.
I know. Not any better. Well, so far YouTube's saying it's not any better. Yeah.
You want to try one less camera?
No, it shouldn't. Because I
can
mean,
close
if,
them.
it doesn't matter, right? Because I'm receiving them, and that would be my download speed. It's my upload speed that's the problem. So it doesn't really matter whether I'm transmitting a blank screen or a bunch of colored pixels, right? So I may have to.
Ooh.
We may have to change our internet service provider around here.
Hmm.
I've got the fastest Bell can offer, but it's not that fast. Relative
You don't
to-
have fiber in your area.
No, unfortunately, they keep promising it, but
Not getting it.
yeah, we've got a lot less dropped frames since that. But anyways, it doesn't look like might have to reinitiate the feed. If I do that, we'd close off our live YouTube. So I might. Yeah, I might just have to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm looking at getting fiber once stuff kind of opens back up again.
Oh, that's good to know, Ryan. Thanks. They still have to install it in my area, so it's that's the limitation.
All right. Well, we got 3.5 minutes left, and had a little bit of a sell-off. Now it looks like we're gonna pop back up here a little bit. Ino had a nice day by the looks of it. Nuggets selling off a little bit into the close here. But gold had a nice run.
I think Netflix is going to be crazy after the close when the earnings come out.
So yeah,
I mean, it just moved almost $14
yeah.
in 15 minutes.